Hey guys, Justin from Simplified Investing. This is our weekly watch list video highlighting a few stocks we are watching as well as a key market breakdown. Hope you guys enjoy. So, getting things started, for those of you who have watched the prior videos, the first thing I'm going to be doing is breaking down SPY, then I will break down NQ, touch on the VIX a little bit, and then go into a few plays to watch for the coming week. Now, when we look at SPY, we are pretty weak here. We did rally a little bit on Friday, but still overall very, very weak movement. When we go to the daily chart here, you can see we had a failed rally attempt, which came off with some significant news. We had PPI coming in and CPI, and we came in lower than expected, which you think would cause this rally, and we ended up spiking initially off the news and stuffing it lower. I actually believe it was this candle right here on 8.4. So, a change of character. You know, the market previously on any low inflation data was rallying very strong. Now we get a change of character. We got what the market was looking for, and then we stuffed it lower. Similarly to what happened way back here, if you guys recall, this ended up being a big miss on CPI, so inflation came in way higher than expected, which you'd think the market would rally, and it put in the biggest day it's had all year in the past couple years, and then you can see that obviously that marked the low. So this candle, really interesting to me, not just from a price action perspective, but also from a news-based perspective in that it was a shift of character of what we saw within the market. Technical-wise, also very weak. You can see we had this attempted retest of this, what area? 443.71, so you reject, gap, fill that gap, attempted move, and then we stuffed this with a bearish engulfing, and then two bars here. And really this candle, well, yes, it had some strength, and it was trying to hold this 435 area support. It's not penetrating this candle much, so it doesn't show much significance. Now, what could easily happen then is just this move here, and then all of a sudden, boom, we take out these lows here, and then we move, say, down here into like this 429.70 to 430 area, which was very strong. You can see this gap up bull flag breakout here. Now we're coming back in here and watching this really develop more, not much as for strength here. Like I said, not penetrating this candle much. Maybe if we had a candle close up near like the top 75% or engulfing 75% of this candle, it would look a little stronger. This was just a gap down, profit taking, and then a move higher. So nothing has changed here from the character that we've seen within the past couple weeks after this gap down. Now, one thing I want to note too is something you guys should pay attention to, especially from the daily chart perspective, not so much for a shorter time frame, but let's go into the 50, the 100, and then the 200 moving average. Obviously, the 200 is the most renowned moving average from institutions, hedge funds, whatever it may be. The 50 is a shorter term, 100 is a medium term, 200 is obviously a longer term. So you can see how we held the 50, held the 50, held the 50, come back, we attempt to hold here, fail. Now we're trying to push down into this 100 EMA. It's just an area to watch. It's not saying a buy signal or a sell signal once it hits this level. It's just an area to watch for that setup on the market and really watching it around like this 431 area. And below that, that 200 sitting right about at that 420 area, which also comes into confluence with this level right in here. Reject, gap, and then go here. So something to keep on watch. Again, not something that's just a buy or sell indication, but it is of importance that we failed that 50 EMA. Could test down lower this week. NQ, similar move. Really what I'm seeing here is we're in this descending channel. So you can see we haven't broken out of this. You can see we're just respecting it, testing this lower. And this is a bear trap here. Failed breakdown, reclaim below support, and then push higher here on the hourly. As for strength, not seeing much here. Still weak. Still in this downtrend. First sign of an attempted bounce, but really need to see some follow through here because you can see this failed, and even up here failed. So change of character from the past. Again, like I mentioned on SPY, similar thing here. Need to see some follow through here. Keep an eye on this 14,674 area rejection, turn support, and that mapped the bounce area here on Friday for the NQ. VIX, let's take a look here. A little bit of a rally. Key here, 1818, 1731. Both two levels to keep on watch here this week. Watch the breakout above, breakdown below. Trying to potentially form a bull flag here. Not the topping wick that you would like to see for a bull flag, but spike up, flag pattern here. Watch this 1818 area for that continuation move. Now, a few setups that I am going to be watching here this week. The first one going to be Carvana. Potential. Not a perfect setup by any means yet. What I'm watching for is this is the first attempted buy setup, but it's coming off of a lower high here on the daily, filling this gap here. What I really need to see is a follow through off of this buy setup, meaning that we don't just spike down and form a bearish engulfing, at least another daily confirmation of this hold here. Going into the daily chart, let's load this up here, nearing that 50 potential area of support. Again, they're just areas to keep on watch, but I do like this buy setup. It does need to see some follow through. Similar to this buy setup, day 2 follow through, and then it gets this run up here before we form that lower high here. So we could get a run up here, maybe up into, say, like this 48 area, potential for a lower high, and then a continuation lower to test down in here. But I do like this buy setup, waiting on that follow through for that added confirmation. And let me get rid of these right there. One that we tried to trade here on Wednesday or Thursday, I don't remember. Liquidity is not there on this particular name as far as options go. But what this is this is a prime bear trap example for you guys, and something maybe you guys should look at into the daily chart. So bear flag here, inside, where is everyone likely to go short? They're likely to short at the bottom of this bear flag for that rollover and continuation lower. Moderna is weak. I completely see this entry. What happens after these shorts come in? Well, all of a sudden we form a bearish engulfing, and their thesis has completely changed, and they went from being confident on the move to obviously getting nervous. Leads to this wide range bar here on 8/17 on Thursday, and now we're in like this flagging pattern here. So you get this pull. Now what I would want to see is either another inside bar here or a clear of 106.60 with potential to fill all the way up here into 122. Obviously not likely to happen within the week. This is a prime bear trap, reclaim long on this wide range bar into a potential bull flag long to the upside. That wraps up our watch list for the week. If you did enjoy this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you are interested in checking out our team, feel free to check out Simplified-Investing.com today. We'd love to have you guys on board. Hope you guys enjoy and have a great weekend. Thank you.